guys, Ash Lane here. Today I am happy to share with you Battle Elite's recent war recap. It was a draw against a clan. Let's take a look. It was well, I'll make sure I get it right this time. A international clan. I don't know if that's Japanese or Chinese characters, but it's a great war nonetheless. But really quickly here, let's go back and look at Battle Elite's current war streak. They have 20 wins in a row. Very impressive here. You can see this is their entire war log, and they had a couple losses over here, and then after that, 46 days ago, they have not lost. They have 2 ties, so they are 22-0 in the last 45 days. It's really, really impressive streaks, and I'm going to highlight some of the attacks that helped them get the streak that they ended up getting. So let's go ahead and recap this war. So I'm going to bring you guys 5 raids today. I went through, I looked at them all. I picked them all out because I thought they all showed one particular point of interest, or perhaps even more on some of the replays. So let's hop into the first one I'm going to share with you. It's going to be 2 Town Hall 9 attacks, just so you guys know, 3 stars and 3 Town Hall 10s. We'll go ahead and start with the Battle Elite attacks, then we'll go on the other side. So this attack is going to be, I'm bringing you this attack because it's a popular base. Now, these types of bases are kind of like the resource ring bases that I've brought you in the past, only this time there's a resource ring in the center of the base rather than outside the center. So these all the storage units, basically all the storage units and the elixir, the dark elixir pumps there are in the center there. And actually these bases are pretty easy to hit. They're not as difficult as they may look. They are very popular right now, so I thought I'd bring you one strategy on how to take them out, and it's this attack by Drew Good, and Drew's going to come in the southeastern hand side of the base. Now look at how patient he is with these wall breakers. Oftentimes on defense, when you see attackers drop a couple of barbarians, make sure there's no traps there, and go ahead and break through the walls before the attack starts out. You kind of know they're a skilled attacker. They have a good idea of what they're doing. Oftentimes, a less experienced attacker would kind of just drop their troops, scattered at random, and let the golems bang away for a long time. But you can see Drew definitely has an attack plan here. We're just going to go ahead and keep a still frame as he comes in southeast. He deploys his golems, bringing 4 golems here, and he takes his time with the attack. Even though they are inside the center of the base, against bases like this, you can really take your time on the attacks. I brought you a video recently showing just how you can just wait until you get into the range of those inferno towers. There's really nothing to rush for. You don't have to, even if you don't get through a wall, you have a little snafu with the wall breakers, not a reason to panic. If the barbarian king goes around to one of the other entryways of the base, not a reason to panic. These attacks can be, you have time on your side. You can kind of slow play them because of what a base gains and all that extra hit points around the center, having those resource rings. It also loses with a little bit of a lighter defensive concentration, so you can actually go in just like Drew did. You can see exactly where he dropped his jump spell. You pick one of these little sides, as you can see over here, preferably going into only 1 multi-inferno at a time, and then he could have just as easily came northwest here. However, it is important to note, if you do want to come in northwest against this base, you have to be really ready to deal with that clan castle right off the bat. So the first golem is going to go ahead and trigger that clan castle. So coming in where Drew came in was actually the best point to attack this base, because if you attack far side clan castle, it's actually easier to deal with that clan castle. It's easier to freeze them over the inferno tower, also to lightning them, make sure they're all out of the clan castle, and gives you plenty of time to line up that lightning spell, and it doesn't you might be worried otherwise about a the clan castle troops splitting and heading towards two different golems if they're triggered at the same time. This next one's going to be attack on Choi. The reason I'm going to bring you this one is because I always get a lot of requests for good attacks with lower to mid-level heroes against bases that are much tougher than their heroes would indicate. Now this base is very interesting. You'll see bases like this a little bit more often in the game, and that's where the defenders don't level up all of their defensive units. You can see some cannons are not leveled up, archer towers are not leveled up, but the important defensive units are leveled up. So this actually has a kind of an odd base weight. It has a max archer queen level 22 king, but it's only their 15th base on the map. So you can see how they're definitely playing with the weights of bases to try to gain an advantage, gain a leg up on the opponents in clan wars. Now just take a look at this attack. I get a lot of requests again for Lavaloonian. This is going to be four Quattro Lavaloonian, I guess the kids call it nowadays, right? So he's coming in due north with a nice spread, very nice spread, and the reason he's bringing 4 lava hounds as opposed to 1 or 2 is, well, against these bases that aren't perfectly symmetrical, perfectly square, it's good to attack from a whole hemisphere of the base, and don't be too scared. As you can see, the northern hemisphere was what Choi picked. Don't be too frightened of the going into 2 multi-inferno towers if you're carrying 2 rage spells. This attack is so fast, so quick, that actually deploying the 2 freeze spells buys you enough time, more often than not, against those 2 multi-inferno towers when using a Lavaloonian. Let's go ahead and speed things up here. As you can see, it's a pretty clear path to the town hall. Now, this is actually a popular base design. It's another popular base design, and there was also a balloon in the clan castle, so you will want to note that the balloon's not a big deal, just one single balloon with a Lavaloonian attack. The heroes can easily take down that balloon, the archer queen, and now there's just going to be a clan castle standing in between, and maybe a barbarian king if it triggers, in between the 2-star and the 1-star attempt. You can see, you do want to note that even if the queen locks onto that town hall, it's not an easy win because the queen is only level 19. So I always advocate, if your heroes aren't super max level and you're going against a semi-max base, you play to your strengths, right? So this base didn't have max archer towers, and it had max walls, so you'd want to do an air attack. That's kind of common sense, but a lot of attackers kind of just go with a strategy they're comfortable with, whether it's ground or air, and don't adjust given the base. And this last replay on this side of the war that I wanted to share with you guys is a Town Hall 9. It's just a classic shattered Lavaloon attack by Jay, and Jay's going to come in due west on this base. Nice spread on the golems, give him plenty of time to engage the base. He has to get that queen. The queen is centrally located for the most part, along with that clan castle, so it's going to take a while for this phase 1 of the attack to get to the queen, but he has that jump spell to help get him there. No wall breakers. You will want to note he takes his time. Obviously, patience is the most important part of these type of Lavaloon raids. You want to really make sure everything is totally clear before you deploy the Barbarian King. You can see the Barbarian King, wow, it was not until the clan castle was totally emptied out did Jay deploy the Barbarian King. That's exactly how you want to do it here. Very patient on both the Barbarian King and that lightning drop. And you can see the clan castle is now down, and the Archer Queen uses the Archer Queen's Royal Cloak, and here come the Hound portion of the raid. We have a max Hound in the clan castle, another coming in due north 12 o'clock, and then a few scattered all the way till around 2 o'clock on the map. Now the rest of the troops are going to come in from the last Lava Hound, and the rest of the balloons are going to come in due southeast. So you can here you can see the Lava Hound and the balloons are dropped in clumps of 3 going into that air sweeper, but it's not really going to play a factor, the air sweeper, as the balloons will come in a clockwise formation, killing all the defensive units. The Lava Hound is buying just enough time for that air defense to be taken out by the balloons, and a very nice attack by Jay against a very close to max Town Hall 9 base. Played it perfectly, very patient, and very well executed attack. Another thing that a lot of people screw up on these GoLaLoon attacks is not dropping the not dropping the balloons in the appropriate fashion in groups of 2 or 3 with appropriate spread between the clumps. Now, on the other side, I want to bring you 2 raids. This one is going to be a 3-star attack against the Town Hall 10. Let's go ahead and pause. Now, this base looks kind of strange, but it's actually popular in the game right now. I just attacked it at 4,600 cups, really close to, and this base is, I don't know why it's so popular, because I find it rather easy. Now, I don't use this strategy, and I certainly wouldn't be able to 3-star in a while trophy pushing, because I wouldn't have this type of army built up, because it's just not good against not all bases, I should say. So this strategy was perfectly executed by their #1 attacker. He breaks in with some wall breakers here. You can see he only needs 1 jump spell. Now, one of the weak points of this base is that those 2 south, well, if you look right over here, in the southeast and the northwest, you can see that there's no defensive units. There's only 1 archer tower in both of those sides. So once the golems get into the center there, they're going to pretty much have free reign to be able to, cover the entire base just from in a nice spread formation, just from one end to the other. And I think he has 7 golems here, 6 or 7, and a few witches and a few wizards. Just going to let the heroes do the heavy lifting here. You can see, even though he does have max heroes, he's going. Mr. Complete almost has max heroes as well. This is actually a very impressive attack, and you can tell he put some thought into it. Basically, once again, I guess the theme of this war recap is going to be taking advantage of what your defending base gives you, right? So you should be, when picking a base to attack, you should really take note of what type of base it is. If there's a wide open area like this, you know if you go golem heavy or witch heavy, either or, this might have been a viable candidate for like a hocus pocus 15 witch raid or 16 witch raid. So I'm going to go ahead and speed things up here, as at this point in the raid, like I said, these side units don't have any defensive units. So once that last archer tower is down, there's only 1 more left. It's basically just going to be a matter of time before the rest of the storage units and the collectors are taken off the board by the #1 player here, and it's an impressive 3-star attack. Now, this war, like I said, was a draw, so their undefeated streak lives on in Battle Elite, and I'm going to go ahead and bring you the last replay from this war. Battle Elite is really good at replays, really good for war recaps, I should say, because they feature a lot of Town Hall 9 and close to max Town Hall 9 and close to max Town Hall 10 or max Town Hall 10 bases. So you got to kind of get a good mix of different types of attacks. This last one, once again, I'm going to bring you a shattered GoLava, LaLoon attack, and it's going to be by BB against Damon. This one I'm bringing you because the heroes are a little bit under level, considering the base he's attacking, a little bit lower level than the heroes he's going up against, and it's pretty much the same, not the same base, but the same type of base as I brought you the other Town Hall 9 attack by Jay. This time he's just going to come in east versus west, and I wanted to show you once again the patience in both attacks. Even though it's a level 15 king, he's able to deploy him with enough of a delay to take out the entire clan castle along with that lightning spell, and it's the same troops as well. So this is actually a nice blueprint video, this and the other one by Jay that I showed you for Town Hall 9s, at how to perfectly execute a GoLava, Shattered LaLoon attack, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same thing. You bring 3 hounds, 1 max in your clan castle, 2 rage, 2 golems, 2 rage, 1 lightning, and 1 jump spell. Now, you can obviously alter your troops a little bit. I've seen people only bring 1 golem. I've brought you those variations before, and an extra hound or extra balloons. There's a lot of flexibility in this attack, but it can be so successful and so devastating. It's definitely one of my favorite Town Hall 9 attacks out there in the game. And you can see, as this one wraps up, that will be the last attack I will bring you from this war. So guys, I hope you enjoyed these longer format war recaps. I know I got a lot of positive feedback last time from it, so it seems like you guys are really interested in seeing my favorite attacks on wars, so I'll try to bring you some more often, maybe 1 or 2 a week, maybe even more if you guys like it. So guys, thanks for tuning in. Please tell your clanmates about me. As always, I appreciate the view, I appreciate the watch, and I will talk to you tomorrow, guys. Take care.